This episode is sponsored by my signature group coaching program for women in pharma and biotech Beyond the Ceiling. This 4-month coaching and mentorship experience is the only coaching program exclusively for women in pharma and biotech to design your unique career path and build the career skills you need to get a new job, promotion, or upgrade your role. Doors to the program open July 23rd to August 6th. Go to www.yourworthycareer.com/beyond to get all of the details. Welcome to Your Worthy Career, a podcast for women in pharma and biotech with me, Melissa Lawrence. I am a certified career and leadership coach with a master's in organizational psychology who has worked in talent and learning development in biotech to large pharma, from non-clinical to commercial. I help women in pharma and biotech create a career worthy of them. Whether you want to get clear on what you want, get a new job, get promoted, or be effective as a leader at any level, this is the place for you. Every week, you will get practical career strategies and mindset shifts to help you overcome the problems you experience at work so you can reach your goals feeling better than ever. Your up level begins now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. Today's episode is about the value and power of having a community that you can trust and grow with, especially as a woman in pharma or biotech. The truth is, there isn't a safe community for women in pharma biotech to be vulnerable and grow their careers. There isn't a safe and confidential space for women to talk about their goals and share their real issues that happen at work, like men taking their ideas or bosses that don't get it, or having a hard time saying no and not wanting to look bad, right? Or having a hard time sharing your ideas or really being frustrated with a specific colleague, right? And also connect with other like-minded, talented women. Yes, there are organizations that have networking events, mentoring circles, and so on, and those are really great. But they're surface level. They have limitations. There isn't a strong investment of any individual in the group or in each other. Plus, the group isn't curated for you. What I mean by that is you can join a life sciences group, and there are some rare groups for women out there, but you never know who you're going to get in those spaces. You can't control the level, the professionalism, the moderation, the commitment, or the goals of the group. You don't know who is a service provider or vendor, who is in there just to get job connections, who might know someone who's going to share something confidential about you, who is being a fly on the wall, who is in the industry, who's trying to be in industry. There really isn't a great gate for those communities or a standard because that's not what they're for. They're not intended to create that for you. Some of my clients have told me that a reason they decided to join my group coaching program is because they wanted a curated space. They knew that it was a higher level space with intention on behavior and goals and action that is moderated, that everyone is working toward a similar goal at a similar level, not necessarily in title, but in maturity and commitment to their growth. They also know that there wasn't going to be anyone in the group selling them or trying to get information from them, and that what we're talking about is relevant. There's no one in there that's not in industry. I don't allow women in there that are trying to break into industry, even if they have a science background. So one of the reasons that I created my group for women in pharma biotech, Beyond the Ceiling, is because I wanted to have this type of space for you that your boss or HR doesn't know about, where you can be your authentic self and finally ask the questions you feel like you can't ask anywhere else. You may have heard of the career advice to have a personal board of directors, a group of professionals outside of your work area to support you in your career, brainstorm options, help you grow, make decisions, expand your thinking, help you tap into new people's perspectives and companies. And they're important because having a personal board of directors can skyrocket your career. If you imagine having a strategic and professional group of allies who only want the best for you, willing to connect their network to you, give you advice, cheer you on, offer new ways of thinking, all in service of you, of course that's going to help skyrocket your career. There's no wonder that executives talk about this being an important part of their own development. But how do you create one? it would take so much work. You'd have to find mentors and women, then build relationships with them, keep up the cadence, ensure you're still on the same page with each other. You'd have to carve out time for each other in your busy schedules. And it would be hard to get everyone together at the same time. So you'd have to have multiple one-on-ones and then remember to check in with people for these private conversations and then synthesize their feedback, but then not be able to really collaborate together. I know because I tried. When I worked in industry years ago, I tried to create my own. And of course, I had mentors, but it was really hard to create that community. And it's hard to have a safe space where you know that people are really just in service of you. They are paying to play. Okay. Plus, I want to offer something else. You only know who you know, and the industry is huge. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of pharma biotech companies globally. The best personal board of directors is going to be diverse in level, in company, in experiences. And in Beyond the Ceiling, I curate the best group of women for you to grow with and from. They serve as your personal board of directors. And this is a very intentional part of the program because there is that gap and it's near impossible to do on your own. And pragmatically, I've been coaching women in industry for years one-on-one. And I discovered that the problems you have are similar, if not the exact same, as the other women that I work with. I was coaching and teaching the same concepts, same philosophies, tools, and resources over and over. And one of the biggest problems some of my clients have is thinking that they're the only ones struggling with what they're dealing with, and they also have a fear of being too visible. Now, the community in Beyond the Ceiling solves for this. You see, you're not alone, and other women at the same level, at a higher level, and lower level have similar fears and experiences. You don't outgrow these issues with the title change. It's not like once you become a director, you no longer have insecurities. You have to solve for the root cause. Plus, you learn in a really simple and tangible way, just built into the way that the program operates, how to speak up comfortably in front of new people. And guess what happens? You build your confidence in the program to practice these skills at work. You learn how to do new things and build your leadership skills in a true safe space. Then you can do it at work easily. When you raise your hand for coaching, maybe you feel a little bit nervous because there's a few other women on the call with you. But when you overcome that fear, you're able to raise your hand in a meeting more easily. The program is designed with so much thought and strategy to get you the results that you want just by doing the program and working the coaching into your day-to-day experiences that you're already having. So this isn't something extra. It's actually something that you work into your day already because we're dealing with your real work life situations, and it's something that you look forward to. It's a resource that saves you so much time because you don't have to wait or figure things out on your own. You have me and your personal board of directors to answer your questions and give you feedback and celebrate you every step of the way. Every member is a woman in industry who has a similar goal to you. The group is controlled, meaning there is an application process to confirm it. There's not just a link on my website where anyone can get in. With my application and selection process, you know that this is a talented and professional group who will maintain your confidence, empathize with you, and help you reach your goals. When you have this community of industry professionals from all different companies and levels, then you're able to achieve your goals more quickly than you would on your own. At our kickoff event, you meet your personal board of directors. There are actions you take early on to build relationships easily. You don't have to feel awkward or alone. I've designed the program to make it natural for you to have these conversations and relationships. I'm facilitating it for you. So even in this last round, we had some exercises that people did to get to know each other. I encourage you all to connect on LinkedIn, to schedule coffee chats to get to know each other from the very beginning. And then a few weeks in, somebody said, I mean to do that, but I just haven't reached out to anyone. I'm feeling a little nervous. And so I just was like, hey, this is a person you should reach out to. I know that she's really eager to have coffee chats with people. I help you come up with the language to do it, right? You're so held in this space. And when you tap into this professional curated group of women, You get insider information on companies and types of roles that exist that you wouldn't know or get otherwise. You have a safe space to practice your leadership skills without fear of judgment or doing it wrong. You leverage each other for referrals and connections so you can get coffee chats on the books, tap into the hidden job market, and get new jobs or promotions faster. 85% of roles are filled through a relationship. So I have built this in so you can leverage each other and get more interviews and offers than you would on your own, even if you didn't do anything else in the program but build these relationships, right? You don't have to send awkward messages on LinkedIn. You have people that are here willing to talk to you, willing to have conversations, wanting to help you to make introductions for you. You see, you're not the only one that struggles with the problems that you do. You learn from others who have already solved the problems that you're having. You gain insight from their coaching. When they ask a question you didn't think to ask, then you're getting proactive solutions on something you haven't experienced yet. Think about how much this expedites your growth when you get to benefit from someone else's coaching that you didn't even think to ask. When you're in this community, you rise up together. Together, you show each other what is possible and you get real examples to show you what is possible for your career. Instead of talking to your work friends who are also unhappy or don't know how to advance, you're surrounding yourself with people who are making their career goals happen. You're no longer settling. When I talk to my clients, the community is something that some were really excited about from the beginning. They're like, I want to be in a group. But there were people, and I would say probably the majority, that were a little hesitant. But once they were in it, they consistently tell me it's one of their favorite parts of the program. They couldn't imagine having the experience without it. So I want to share with you what some of the Beyond members say about the community. So I'm going to share 4 different quotes for you to really see how the community, which is just one feature of Beyond the Ceiling, is invaluable for your career growth. Here's the first one. I've gotten such meaningful support from you and the other women in the community. Our group calls each week have helped empower me to persevere through difficulties in my current role and in the job search. I felt a genuine connection with the group. I definitely had some vulnerable moments, which was initially stressful, but looking up to see everyone nodding in support and validation gave me such a sense of belonging. How powerful is that? Let's share another one. Another member shared, also important for me were the cohort members and the sense of community. Knowing that other cohort members were working through the same challenges and successes was great. The community was powerful. Another just shared with me her favorite part was, I can't speak highly enough about this program, the access to Melissa and the network of amazing women. The coaching, I felt like I had a space to get the support and feedback I needed. And another said that her favorite part of the program was getting to know the other women and seeing that my struggles were not unique. Having someone help me figure out what I bring to the table and how to articulate my transferable skills is a game changer for me. I knew I needed to make changes, but having someone be able to help me navigate them was exactly what I needed. So you belong with us. This community is like nothing else you're going to experience. It's been curated for you as a woman in industry to have a space to work through all of the career challenges that you're having, the obstacles preventing you from getting to your goals. We shed tears on these calls sometimes, right? Like we're doing root cause repair and we are doing strategic skill building for every level. In Beyond the Ceiling, this is a 4-month career advancement program for women in industry. You're going to design your career path and build the skills you need to reshape your current role or get the new role, responsibilities, or promotion that you want. You will achieve your goals with me and your personal board of directors who will fearlessly support you. If you're ready to grow your skills and your career with your personal curated group of women in pharma and biotech to serve as your personal board of directors, apply to join us in the next cohort. This is why I run this program in a cohort, is for this community building. It's why you can't join all of the time and people are coming in and coming out. You have a cohort of people that you build relationships with you that go far beyond the program. Enrollment ends August 6th. To join, all you have to do is submit your application at www.yourworthycareer.com/beyond. If you have any hesitancy about joining, On the application, you can select that you want to have a consultation call with me first to confirm if it's the best decision for you. And so we'll get some time to connect and help you make that best decision. But you need to submit your application. I can't wait to review it. This is the last cohort of the year, so it's the perfect time to join us. That's all for this week's episode. Have a great week.